At this stage, can I then introduce Tony Chow, Vice President and member of the Board of Directors of the Australian American Association of Brisbane, who will give the acknowledgement to country.
We acknowledge the Turrbal peoples and the Yagara peoples as the traditional owners of the land on which the Australian American Memorial is situated. Their name for Brisbane is Meanjin, the land of blue water lilies. We acknowledge and celebrate the rich traditions and creative cultures of all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Island peoples of Australia. We pay our respect to the elders past, present, and emerging. I'd like to share some history about this site. Queensland and Brisbane in particular had a large number of U.S. personnel during World War II. On 20 July 1942, General MacArthur moved his headquarters from Melbourne to the AMP building in Queen Street, which is a museum today. The U.S. 7th Fleet was formed in Brisbane on 15th of March 1943. From 1942 to 1945, Newstead House was occupied by the photographic detachment of the 8032nd Signal Service Company of the Signal Section of the United States Army Services of Supply. On 22nd December 1947, 30,000 people watched a state funeral held in Brisbane for an unknown U.S. soldier who was transported on a gun carriage from the U.S. Mausoleum number 4 at Red Bank to King George Square in Brisbane. The soldier represented 1,871 Americans who died during the war, who were being repatriated from Ipswich and Brookwood Cemetery in Sydney. This was the first of its kind for an American soldier to be given a funeral procession through an Australian city. The site for the memorial was chosen because it was adjacent to the wharves where these remains were loaded onto an American ship, United States Army Transport Gaucher Victory. This memorial was erected by the Australian American Association, which started public fundraising in March of 1950 and with construction in May 1951. The memorial cost £2,000 and was inaugurated on May 3rd, 1952 to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the Battle of the Forest Sea, which was fought on the 4th and 8th of May 1942. This memorial was the first American memorial in Australia.
Another day of honoring the dead was in Brisbane, where a striking war memorial was unveiled at the spot where the first American troops arrived in Australia in December 1941. Official guest for Coral Sea Week was distinguished United States Army General Eichelberger, well known to Aussie troops who fought alongside the Americans at Buna. To Australia's General Sir John Laverack fell the honour of unveiling the plaque on the monument. General Eichelberger had this to say.
They passed this way, and some went home to join their families, and some died on that long road back. And so many times when they died alongside of the men of Australia.
A monument and two flags, emblems of unity between two nations.